heaven?
No. It's Iowa.
Long live the new flesh. Long
Kevin.
live the new flesh.
Kevin, you mentioned you got some shots today. Is that right?
Long live the new flesh.
I did. And I'm
Long
starting to
live
get a
the new
rash.
flesh.
I
Long
can see
live the new flesh.
in the camera here. It looks like there's some. Is there something
Long
growing
live the
out
new
of
flesh.
your stomach? What is?
Oh, I don't
Long
know.
live
Like,
the new
I lost
flesh.
a gun in there earlier today.
Long
Is that a
live the new flesh.
vagina?
It's more like
Long
a
live the new flesh.
stomach pussy, I think.
Long live the new flesh. Are you opening up for Eric? We're talking Videodrome on the Pot of Dreams.
Come to me. Don't keep me waiting. Please.
Videodrome. The most provocative motion picture experience of our time. From David Cronenberg, the creator of Scanners. Starring James Woods and Deborah Harry. First, it controls your mind. Then, it destroys your body. Videodrome. Coming soon to a theater near you. From Universal Pictures.
Hey, everybody. You're listening to the Pot of Dreams. If you listen, we will pod. I'm Ben, along with Eric and Kevin. How are you gentlemen doing?
Good. Thanks
Feeling
for
icky?
asking.
Feeling gross?
The
No?
screen is like it's trying to kiss me. That I don't know what's happening here right now.
You're being enveloped by two
Yeah.
just TV boobs that are just you're gonna motorboat them? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we're wondering all the weird sexual references. We watched Videodrome.
This is just how we always talk.
Yeah. And I picked it. So I'm the only one that's seen it before. I dig it, but before we get into Eric and his kinks, I want to let Kevin. I want you to set the stage here. You have not seen this before. Your first viewing. What was your initial reaction to David Cronenberg's Videodrome?
I think he's a sick puppy. Say that much. He's a weirdo.
Sicko.
No
Well,
argument for me on that front.
I was hesitant to watch it because it stars one James Woods, who I think is a real piece of shit.
No, not problematic at all, James Woods.
Yeah. But I thought he actually embodied the character well.
Right,
The character
right.
is like this oily, terrible person.
Right. That's exactly right. Like
So
he's not heroic,
This-
so you don't.
The scene where he's hitting on Debbie Harry is just some all-time slime ball shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Total
Yeah.
slime ball.
Instantly. Yeah, he's instantly gross. So you're like, oh, okay. This is fine.
Yeah, I bought it. It was okay. He's not a hero in the movie, and I don't know what he is. I don't even
That's a
know
great
what
question.
happens.
Yeah, we'll get there. But that's a fair question. What even is he? What to make? Is he just a receptacle? Kinda. But okay. So you're hesitant because James Wood ick, but the ick worked in this situation.
It did.
Didn't hold you
It
back.
worked. I love the special effects. They were disturbing, but yet look cool.
Oh, they're incredible. I mean, I kind of think of The Thing as like the all-time practical effects movie. This is like right up there with it. I don't think it surpasses it or anything, but yeah, it looks great. And did all the grotesque sexual metaphors, was that a turn off or a turn on for you?
I wasn't turned on or turned off. It was just there.
Okay.
But I kept thinking about Cronenberg and what his kinks might be. and I think they're on the screen right there.
I mean, it's wild. Just like to have thought of this, not only written it down, but like really worked hard to make it happen in real life. I mean, this is a lot of work to make happen.
Think of the hours and the people he had to convince and to get on board. Yeah.
He had to network and pitch, and then he had to. I mean, it's insane to do it. I mean, that's either just a deep-seated fetish or just commitment or whatever.
Yeah, you could make a movie about anything. And he chose this.
Yeah, this was. I mean, and this wasn't. Yeah, this isn't a studio. This is a movie he wanted to exist. This is absolutely something he wanted. It's not like some shitty thing he was hired to direct. But okay.
Yeah, I heard he was offered to direct Return of the Jedi, instead wanted to make his own movies.
What? Seriously? Wow.
Well, now I have to see if that rumor's true, because that's wild. I'm just trying to envision David Cronenberg's Return of the Jedi.
How many pussies could you put in Return of the Jedi?
Just a whole army of Ewoks crawling out. You just give birth.
Yeah. Wow.
That's a fun thing to think about. I know there's like Jodorowsky's Dune, and that's got a documentary about it. But the idea of a Cronenberg's Return of the Jedi, what insanity that would have been. If he actually had creative freedom, maybe he wouldn't have. And that's why he didn't do it. But that's a fun thought.
It is a fun thought.
No, I did think that occasionally. Like this is a very idiosyncratic vision that David Cronenberg made happen. This is, it's wild because it's not a fun sci-fi movie. It's not quite a horror movie. It's just kind of creepy and weird. There's a clear metaphor throughout all this. Somebody was anyway. But I had the same thoughts. Like this man put a lot of work into it. Like sometimes you get like Quentin Tarantino did From Dusk Till Dawn, and you're like, oh, okay, you made this so that you could suck on Salma Hayek's feet, right? Like that's why you did that. But that at least is a commercial idea. Like you go to a titty bar and it's a bunch of vampires and you kill them. This is not a commercial idea whatsoever.
That's supposed to be fun. I don't think this movie. It didn't seem like I was having fun in this movie.
You don't think Debbie Harris was having fun?
A huge undercurrent
lighting
of
cigarettes on her boobs,
snuff films. So, yeah.
All right, Eric. How off-put were you by this movie? How disgusted, repulsed, reviled, annoyed, agitated?
I'm always in for a good like body horror. Like there's the Possession is a really good one. The Thing you mentioned. This one's kind of in that weird. I think my biggest issue is it's in that weird. Like, is this a horror movie? Is it a thriller? Is it just science fiction? Is it just plain fucking weird?
Mostly the latter, I think.
That I think was my biggest, like, what I was butting up against. But also, like, what is James Woods doing and why is he doing it? I was very confused the whole time. I just, like, he's a horny dude, I guess, and he's into this shit and is trying to get his rocks off.
Sort of. Well, he doesn't really know. I think that's part of it. He's like this ambivalent sponge. And
but once it starts getting crazy, like this movie gets really crazy.
Oh yeah,
I was kind of digging it a little bit. I was like, all right, this is getting out of control in like a good way.
Oh, good. Okay, so you didn't hate it. You weren't like miserable watching this. You weren't like
I didn't love this movie. I would never want to watch it again.
But it's not going to be a 0 out of 5.
No.
Fuck this movie for existing. Okay.
No, not at all.
I'll take that.
No, I mean it's a swing like we were just talking about. It's a gigantic swing. I would never in a million years want to like make a movie like this or think about the stuff that he's thinking about in this movie, but that he did and was like, we're gonna spend millions of dollars to make this happen. I think it's kind of interesting and cool. Yeah, I thought Debbie Harry was very good from Blondie, right? She's singer Blondie. I thought she was very good.
Yeah, she's fine
as a singer. James Woods is actually pretty good.
No, he's good in this role.
I've always casting. In the 90s, James Woods seemed to be like in everything. He was just like a big star. And yeah, you're right. He seems like a piece of shit, but I've never not been convinced by his acting. Yeah. And he usually plays kind of a piece of shit. So it works pretty well.
Even in Night Moves, he plays like a kind of greaseball mechanic. He's not like a super friendly, great dude. You remember that bit part he has in Night Moves with Gene Hackman?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, he's 100%.
Okay,
He's the
I'm
motorcycle riding guy.
yeah, he works on the stunt vehicles and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Casino, like he's always a piece of shit, you know, and it just works.
Sure. Yeah, it's fine. It's not a problem at all. I agree. Like it's you could go a different way if you were supposed to be the champion. I mean, I think the movie is a little confused about what it wants to be because on the one hand we have this sci-fi idea. Oh, okay, there's this technology that will grow a new organ in your brain, and then you can start receiving or getting specific hallucinations, which is like a sci-fi concept. But then he puts it in this weird body horror costume.
Well, and then there's this whole thing about like TV and violence in TV, and like
Right.
it gets a little too heavy in the vision of what he's trying to say, where it gets kind of muddled and lost as to like what he's actually trying to say.
Oh, I think I know what he's trying to say, but it's fine. It's deliberately heavy-handed. I think he's not being subtle.
I mean, like spoiler, what is the Oblivion guy? Like, what's he trying to do? He's trying to take over everybody with this machine.
Yeah, he's trying to start broadcasting the signal to everybody, and then use it to implant whatever ideas he wants, either to have people killed or whatever. He's like a right-wing dude. I think that was my read on him anyway. Is like. He's like a right-wingy dude who doesn't like the way culture's going, and he's going to use this gross culture to create the reality that he wants. That's how I read it.
Why snuff films? Like,
because it has to be so
like
shocking
it?
that it has to be such a high amount of sense data for Videodrome to work. So it has to be exceedingly salacious, or else it won't get through. Right? Because it's literally you're growing an organ in your brain is what it's doing. He says at one point, it's got to be really violent. It's got to be really grotesque.
But he doesn't like the violence. So
he doesn't, but he thinks it's useful because he'll be able to use it to control the masses. And he's starting with this small, shitty little station in Toronto. But I get confused on a couple of points.
They were in Pittsburgh, weren't they?
No, they're in Toronto. Pittsburgh is where they were supposedly filming.
That's where he kills the guy. He kills Brian Oblivion in Pittsburgh or wherever he goes. I thought it was Pittsburgh.
Brian Oblivion is the professor.
Oh, I'm mixing it up then. Yeah, because we've got two competing factions. There's the CEO of the glasses company.
Yeah. And
his buddy that calls James Wood Patron. I don't remember the character's name.
Yeah.
And then there's Brian Oblivion, who's dead, who was killed. But they initially worked together to create Videodrome, and then they had an ideological split. He wanted it for fascistic reasons. Brian Oblivion wanted to use it to like cause humanity to transcend and progress and go forward.
But he was also the professor guy, right? That in the initial scene when they're on the whatever news reports, Debbie Harry, James Woods, and then the professor guy comes in, right? And
it's a recording of him.
Yeah,
that's Brian Oblivion. It's a recording of it.
Yeah. But he is ultimately the one behind Videodrome, right?
He helped create it with the business dude.
With Patron guy, right?
With the Patron guy and then the other one, whatever.
And he brings in James Woods because he worked at the station or whatever, right?
Yeah, yes. He was a plant.
Right. He faked like it was being broadcast from, I don't know where
Malaysia.
It was. Yeah.
Yes.
And it really wasn't.
Yeah, but he was there for 2 years to build trust, basically. And then
that's a long con.
That is.
Just to bring in James Woods.
So, but then yes, there's Brian Oblivion's daughter, who's continuing.
She was bringing in the homeless people, right, and
having them watch her stuff. Yep.
Okay.
And they're both fighting. Again, it's not like we're deliberately not getting a ton of details of the goals of each faction, but I see one conservative, oppressive.
Cronenberg trying to say though, with all that.
That I think violence, well, when we consume media, we are making ourselves prone to violence, is I think the pretty obvious metaphor, right? Like you watch TV, and at one point we get a gun that comes out of the TV and it's clearly a penis. And then we are the receiver, right? Because it's a monologue. It's a one-way conversation. You can't have a back and forth with the TV. it just shoots out whatever it's going to shoot out. And its insidious messages can get in underneath. It can program you to do different things, depending on what the goals are of the people that produce it.
Doesn't Cronenberg make that type of content? Like, violent?
Sure. Maybe he's a hypocrite. I don't know. Or maybe he thinks he's warning you. Or maybe he just thinks it's a cool idea to explore. But that was my take. I mean, feel free to shoot your own, but that was what I saw, right? Like, literally, he does grow just a vagina in his stomach.
I thought it was about censorship. That was my read on it.
Like,
but
pro-censorship?
No, that, like, it's sort of like a anti-censorship. That, like, the idea that the station is sort of broadcasting this thing, and James Woods is, like, sort of uncovering it, figuring out that they were trying to control what was sent to people, and, you know, the bad guys of this movie were trying to control the message, the oblivions of the world, saying, like, you know, violence is awful and terrible, and I don't know, that was just my read on it.
Well, see, the Oblivion wants people to consume too, just with different goals. I mean, I almost got like a conservative message, like we should be careful about what we consume and what we allow to be consumed, because it can warp us. It can transform us. It can make us filled with ideas that we can't process. You're familiar with this movie called Inception, Eric?
I am. I actually thought about that a little bit. Like, especially the scene where the homeless people were getting fed the content, and like the same scene where in Inception where they're all plugged in their dreams. Yeah.
This is about, like, in that movie, it's this careful process to gently get a tiny little idea in somebody else's head without their consent. In this movie, it's like you get bombarded. You get psychologically raped almost. Like, it's really aggressive with the media. And then you get these tapes put in, these Betamax tapes that give you this background programming, right? Like, he ended up killing people he didn't choose to.
Isn't the plot of Batman Forever, right? Isn't that the TV set things that the Riddler is installing in homes?
I mean, he absorbs people's brainwaves. I don't remember to do what. Sort of. I don't remember. Yeah, they have the little suction cups on their head, and then it shot a ray. But then at some point, Jim Carrey absorbed them. I don't remember the exact plot. It was pretty goofy there. So I got that we need to be really discreet, or we need to only consume stuff that's going to be helpful or beneficial. But the movie's super vague. Like,
that would track with James Woods' political views.
Sure. But is the movie optimistic at the end? He shoots himself, he kills himself, and then what? Like, he transcends? Is it happy? We don't really know enough about the political motivations of both sides. We just don't really, because James Wood is just used the whole time by two different factions. He never really makes an actual, like, honest to God choice. At first, he's just like wants ratings, so he wants this really sleazy thing to put out to make money. He's like, oh, we gotta be really salacious with our content because we're this small market. We can't compete production values, right? He's watching those like really tepid softcore porn where it's like ancient Rome, but they're topless or whatever. It's like, oh, this isn't dirty enough. But he's watching it, and then he just becomes used by both sides. And you just don't quite know. Is it happy, sad? I don't know.
Well, Cronenberg wanted a scene at the end that showed Oblivion's daughter, Debbie Harry, and James Woods to be in like a threesome with distorted genitalia. That was how he wanted to end the movie.
But he couldn't get approval for that?
Yeah, the studio didn't want that. And so then he just scrapped it.
It's funny to think about the studio, like, what we saw was a redacted version of Cronenberg's dream. Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
So that was the new Flesh, apparently, was distorted genitalia.
Everybody becoming like hermaphrodites or something?
I don't know.
Okay. Interesting.
That's just what Wikipedia said.
But in the end, he just ends up at some dock somewhere.
Yeah, and he blows his brains out.
I don't know. But, he really doesn't make a single choice. Nothing he does is really his choice. he was told to kill his coworkers. He was told to kill Brian Oblivion's daughter. Then she reprogrammed him to do the other stuff. I don't know, but the visual effects are cool.
Well, and then did he do any of it? Or was it all just a hallucination? Yeah.
I think it's real. I mean, when he's waiting outside the place, there's news playing, and it's like 2 people were shot at local television station 138 or whatever it was called.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of stuff that happens that he thinks happened that didn't. Like
Yeah.
in his
dead
bed.
lady in his bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he gets other people to verify that. I mean, yeah, he hallucinates, so you could imagine it's all a hallucination, and he's just sitting in his bed. My read is not. It's that he literally grew the organ, and he has this weird vagina that can store guns.
So you're a Videodrome truther. You think
I
it's
guess.
real.
I mean, I love the spot where the guy's like, "Open up for me," and he puts the tape in, and then he screams, and he comes out, and his hand is now a grenade. I mean, that's just like looks incredibly cool. Like it's just fantastic shot. And then he runs around and then he explodes. And James Wood runs. Other people are screaming. I think it's real, but yeah, I suppose it's a fair. You could make the case that it's all hallucination. And when the guy's killed, what's happening with his body? Is he an alien? What is that? Right? Like he kills the guy at the conference, having some of the weirdest entertainment
He's
with those dancers.
like, I think those were tumors that were growing out of him.
Because he'd been watching Videodrome?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looked like the Toxic Avenger happening over there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It looked great. It was like, man, this is so viscous and slimy. Yeah, it's vague. I don't know.
Now,
even then,
how does a machine that records your hallucinations work? So he puts on this giant helmet, and it's supposed to capture his hallucination. That doesn't make any sense, because hallucinations are in your mind, not something that you actually see.
Well, I assume he was just lied to. I'm like, James Wood is very trusting when he just puts on this insane contraption.
Yeah.
Like, he's really trusting. He's like, man, I don't know, dude. I'd be slightly hesitant to do that. So I assumed that guy was lying to him about it.
Yeah.
It was just, exacerbating the programming or whatever.
Yeah, that's probably it.
So James Wood, his motivation is that, like, the snuff, like, initially he sees the snuff film and he's like, ooh, that people want that. But
yeah, he wants
as
to
like
put that on his channel because he's
right,
looking for
slimy
smut.
producer.
That'll
Yeah.
sell, baby. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Which is a weird, like, that's a weird thing. Like, it's got to be illegal, first of all, right?
Oh, I didn't know how it worked, but yeah, I had the same questions. Like,
Does
this is
Canada
Toronto.
not have, like, FCC,
If
requirements?
he's small enough,
stuff?
can he get away with it? Yeah, I don't know. Like,
It's like a broadcast network. Like, I mean, I'm sure it wasn't supposed to be like NBC or something like that, but,
It's copyrighted.
I assume they have some rules and regulations on what you can broadcast, but
I thought so too, but I was like, I don't know. I'm just gonna go with it. But yes, I
suppose
know
if it's like the HBO of, the time or the Cinemax of the time, like, let's push the limits and show. I mean, Cinemax and HBO showed some fucked up stuff. Like, I guess you could theoretically, believe that they're showing smut films.
sure. Yeah, that's what he wants at first, and then he starts seeing it, and he gets hooked on watching it,
Right.
and he's slowly corrupted.
Not
And
slowly.
meanwhile-
It happened pretty quickly.
It does
sounds
happen
like.
very quick, yeah.
And I'm also like, I don't think it's that interesting. It's just like a lady getting whipped, but he's like, this is really good stuff. I'm like, I like a plot and a narrative. This isn't that exciting. I don't think I would watch it, but I get it's supposed to be technically super addictive or whatever.
Well, doesn't she die then, right? I mean, like,
Yeah, it's a snuff film.
right.
At some point, I don't know that we see her die on screen at any point. But yeah, that's the implication. Is at the point you're watching her be
Because
whipped
then
to death.
the lady that he works with he sent to investigate it, she's like, it's real, like that person died.
Yeah.
But that doesn't then stop him. He's like, no, I want it more then. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Well, he doesn't believe it. He still thinks it's actors and that it's fake.
And Debbie Harry's like into that. Like she
That's
wants
right.
to get whipped.
She wants you to take your Swiss Army knife and cut her in the neck a little.
Right. She had
She
a lot of
puts a
little cuts.
cigarette out on her boob at one point in the movie.
Yeah.
Like she's
Real
super into
freak.
pain.
Yeah.
Yes. It was one of the things that did annoy me. Like they're having their weird pain sex, and we get this annoying droning. This is super weird sounds in the back. I'm like, okay, we get it, David. It's weird sex. You didn't need to blast his music. It's kind of aggressive, but yes, they have weird sex, and then they watch Videodrome. He thinks, oh, it's going to be too tough for her, but she's like, oh no, I'm in. This is good stuff.
There was kind of weirdly like a not enough sex in the weird sex movie. No, maybe not. No, disagree.
Well, the sex is with the media, right? I mean, that's where it comes in. Like he
there was
he
a
gets
lot
fucked
of
by
stomach
his television
vaginas.
instead.
Yeah, but not like actual sex. Yeah.
No, it's just psychological. It's just in his head, right? Maybe it's even better in that sense. Yeah, no, she just kind of disappears when we see her on the TV screen a bit. But yeah, she went to audition. Okay.
Went to Pittsburgh. Right? And she's
Yeah,
gone.
and I don't know. And the movie begins like he tries to make the free speech argument, but this is where it leads, like a crazier and crazier content to stimulate the brain.
Yeah, see, I think that's why I was thinking it was like about censorship, really. It's like,
Maybe.
Yeah.
Ultimately, that's a concern. Like, we should have censorship, though, is what I'm saying. Is like the movie seems to think free speech leads us to this area where we just keep getting desensitized and then just having to see the crazy shit to get any kind of reaction in your brain. If you create this like market for craziness, that's what's going to happen. Let's just go crazier and crazier.
it's like Faces of Death, right? Like, there was a time when that shit was like super popular. I don't know, it's super popular, but
No, I knew of Faces of Death. It was
yeah.
around in college.
Well, it's crazy because like my kids, I mean, I don't monitor their social media like probably as well as I should, but like they saw the Charlie Kirk fucking video of him getting shot in the head, like that. That was all over the internet. And it's like, all right, well, you just watched the guy get killed. Like,
That's
I mean,
it sucks.
Yeah,
Does
I
that-
saw it and I was disturbed. I can't
I know.
imagine.
Does that desensitize a 12-year-old? Probably. That probably does some fucking weird stuff to their brain.
Yeah.
But
Well, I remember seeking out the Bud Dwyer video in college, the like senator or whatever who shot himself on camera. I mean, you're just like, okay, you get curious. I haven't seen the Charlie Kirk thing though, but I mean, I know what happened, but yeah, I don't know. That stuff's out there. Everybody's like morbidly curious.
yeah, with the internet, like, I mean, you could see the
Well,
sickest, most disturbing thing you could ever possibly imagine just with a few keystrokes,
correct. I didn't think about like the internet with this. And this is almost quaint because physical media is like long since
Right.
died.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, okay. VHSs came and went. And there was like a, concern. I mean, I think stuff did open up in the 80s because you had like direct to video stuff where you could get stuff that was a lot more salacious and crazy because it didn't have to get rated by the Motion Picture Association, right? So you could just make a VHS of some really nasty stuff, have it be unrated, and get it on video shelves. So I think there's probably some of that happening too when he made this. But yeah, there's like, no, this is
So
quaint.
wait, are you saying there was a time where there was like an actual market for like snuff films?
I wouldn't probably go as literal as snuff films, but just super violent, gory, really rough stuff. Yeah. I mean, even before that, you had stuff like Last House on the Left in the early 70s.
Yeah, that's a fucked up movie. There's like a full-on rape scene in that movie.
Sure. Yeah.
What was the Nick Cage movie about? Wasn't he in a movie about snuff films?
Oh,
8 millimeter.
Yes.
millimeter.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix was in it too, I think, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
literally like an old snuff film that I think was proof of a murder. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Yeah, but there's like an undercover snuff film thing.
Yeah.
There was also a Luke Wilson horror movie. I can't remember the name of it.
Luke Wilson was in a horror movie?
Yeah. It's like I think
That is
Kate
miscast.
Beckinsale. They went to went to a hotel and they got murdered because people were like filming snuff films.
Hostel?
No,
No.
not Hostel.
No, that's
But I
even
remember
wrong.
like there was like a bonus feature on this movie where you could like watch the whole scene. I was like, I don't want to watch that. Like, it's like, I know nobody really died because it was obviously a
But a
fictional movie.
simulated snuff film.
Yeah, I don't want to see that at all. But some fucking crazy horror movies that sort of scratches that itch in your brain a little bit, right? Like,
Yeah.
Sure. And I think, in the 80s, they just opened up. Like a personal physical media made these options available in a way it wasn't before. It just became
Now
less
you're
and less.
Googling it. What are you
Yeah.
Googling, Eric?
I gotta be careful with how Vacancy is what it was called.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Kate Beckinsale, Luke Wilson stay in a hotel and they're being recorded.
Oh,
It's a pretty messed up movie.
okay.
But yeah, I think ultimately I'm just not a giant Cronenberg guy. I just don't connect with it so much. It's a little not horror enough for me, and a little too like, I think there's something, the weird kinkiness about it. I just rubs me the wrong way a little.
Strange feelings inside your head, and you just are like, man,
he's just a
what's happening?
He's just a freak, and
my
I'm
body.
No.
These sensations are
just
so
a
new and
freak.
different.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
just not
I-
into
if-
it. I don't know.
It's okay if it makes you a little uncomfortable. It's okay.
That's not
That's fine.
it at all.
Oh, you weren't uncomfortable with this at all?
I've
Oh?
no, not well. Yes, the snuff stuff makes me uncomfortable. I'll be honest about that. Like the simulated snuff film really it did make me uncomfortable. So like, what if my kids walk downstairs like, Dad, what are you watching? Like, how do I explain that?
It's Videodrome, kids.
Yeah.
It's Vacancy, kids. Don't ever stay at a hotel. It's too dangerous. No, it's fine. Yeah, he's clearly very weird. Like, his output is crazy. Like, Scanners is about the most normal one there is. Like, I'm never going to pick it, but if you really want to just go full balls to the wall weird, Naked Lunch, that movie is just batshit. I don't think you'll
Yeah.
connect with it. I don't think you'll like it, Eric, but that is like the craziest, most disassociated of his movies. It's crazy. I enjoy it, but it's too weird even for me, really.
Well, that's
Yeah.
based on a book by Allen Ginsberg, I thought.
It is. Yeah, it is. But that's not going to help Eric like it more.
But Eastern Promises, I think, is like a fucking awesome movie.
That's the late stage where he doesn't
can make-
do the gross
He
stuff.
can make not so weird body horror stuff.
And a history
but
of violence is too. It's also
I don't know
very
if
different.
I've seen that. I don't know if
History
I've
from
seen that.
Violence is very good. With Viggo Mortensen.
Okay.
Yeah, it's also got Viggo Mortensen in it.
I should
You
check
would
that
like
out.
that movie.
Yeah.
You would enjoy that. So, see that. Don't watch Naked Lunch. Unless you want to see Peter Weller get screwed by a giant, bug creature.
Well, The Fly. I mean, The Fly gets super fucking weird, right? Like that's
Yeah, but that's grounded at least.
yeah.
Even with Videodrome, it kind of goes off the rails a little bit. I don't think it ever completely careens off, but it teeters. Naked Lunch is a whole other thing. And Scanners is relatively normal. There's a bunch of
The
stuff I
Fly
haven't
was
seen.
I watched that a bunch as a kid.
Yeah.
Did that scare you as a kid?
No, it wasn't scary. It was just gross,
Did you watch it because your brother watched it, or did you
Yeah,
want to watch it?
It was a rental one that he probably picked out often.
Okay. So you didn't have a say in it. You were like, I don't like this. Please stop.
I don't remember hey, let's rent The Fly again. I don't think that was ever.
want to see Jeff Goldblum decompose.
Yeah.
Can we?
Let's watch The Fly again.
Because but he went from Fly's 86, so 3 years after Videodrome, Scanners, Videodrome, The Fly. That's kind of like within 5 years he made those 3 movies.
Yeah, I think The Fly is by far the biggest hit. Did he do anything before? Oh, we did Dead Ringers, which I really don't like.
The Brood. I haven't seen that.
Seen that. I haven't either. I should check it out. I mean, I like Cronenberg. The effects alone are worth it to me, even if you had issues with other stuff. But
75, he made a movie called Shivers, which is a body horror film about parasites or something. And then he made Rabid in 77. Don't know what that's about. It's about a pornographic actress.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then The Brood,
she get ratings?
Kevin mentioned, in 79. Fast Company, also in 79.
Jeez.
Canadian action film. Yeah, this dude was just making crazy movies. And then went right into the Scanners, Videodrome, and The Fly. So the movie Dead Ringers is then after that. Yeah, here it is. George Lucas talking to him about Return of the Jedi in 83. Crazy. That's wild. So Naked Lunch is 91, so that's like a later movie of his.
Yeah, I remember watching it in high school. I was all excited to see it.
Oh, no.
Because he was the guy that made Scanners. Scanners was a big one for me as a kid.
Oh, he did Dead Zone, the Stephen King book. I've seen that too. That's pretty good. That's like a
with Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
It sounds like post Naked Lunch, you're on board with the Cronenberg train. Once he gets a little less body horror-y. I haven't seen Dead Zone, but I assume it's pretty straightforward thriller. Okay.
It's about a guy that can see the future, your future, when he touches you.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like a political assassination that he stops or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty
good.
And then Crash, right, is another one of his movies.
Oh,
Crash
I forgot. I always forget.
that was a
Fucks
very
car,
horny.
right?
That was a very horny movie.
Yeah.
There are people that are into amputees and car crashes. That's their kink.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really liked to explore the weird sexual proclivities of probably his own mind, I assume.
I mean, he's into all this stuff. That's an awful lot for somebody to be into.
Or just, I guess, into other people's, kinks, exploring them.
Sure.
In the weirdest possible way.
Well, he gets more normal, so just focus on his normal stuff. I can't believe you haven't seen History of Violence. If you like Eastern Promises, there's like a 0% chance you won't.
Really good. I remember watching it, I was like, holy shit, this movie's awesome. Like, super. It's like a gangster movie, like a Russian gangster movie.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's really good. The naked fight scene is one of the best fight scenes I've ever seen. Like, it's so.
Oh yeah, they're like in the bathhouse or whatever.
Yeah, right. And somebody tries to kill him, and they have this like really drawn out conflict, and it's, oh my god, I can't even fathom how you shot that. It looks incredible. And there's some of that in History of Violence too. So you will like A History of Violence.
There's a naked fight scene in History of Violence?
No, but there's violence in it. That's really well shot.
And there's 69 in it, as I recall.
Oh, yes.
Vigo gets a 69 going?
Yeah, that's right.
Nice.
So.
Cool.
All right, well, slack it to me, Eric. How bad is the damage of Videodrome?
I would say, I think I'd give it a 2.5.
Oh, okay.
2.5. Yeah, probably.
Flirting with the positivity. Okay. Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Kevin?
I'd say I have a hard time thinking of a number for it, but I'll be conservative and give it a 3. It really didn't have that much of a plot to the whole thing. I mean, it's not a plot-based movie.
Right.
It's more just imagery, I think.
It's got a story, it's got an idea, but it's definitely not like
Not plot
structured
driven.
plot. Yeah.
So that's about as good as I can give it.
Fair enough. You said that was the conservative 3. I like this a lot more. It's a movie that, I mean, visual effects alone would put it at 2.5 for me. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
sitting there like,
that's fair.
I don't even know how they do some of these shots. They look so amazing. The effects alone. But I like the performances. I like the sci-fi concept behind it. Makes me think. I think it's interesting. I like the generally weird vibes, the weirdness. Thumbs up for the weirdness. I'm into it. Not quite
That's your
perfect.
kink.
I enjoyed the weirdness of Existence. Existence, you guys ever watched that
Existence,
one?
oh, that's his too. Yeah, I've not seen
Yeah.
Existence.
That's a really good one for weirdness. I think I enjoyed that more than Videodrome. It really ratchets it up the weirdness.
That sounds like it's a hard pass for Eric, though.
Well, I thought this movie, that's when it was at its best, when it got like super crazy.
Maybe you should see Naked Lunch then, because that movie's got a lot more weirdness in it then. That was when you really dialed in. But as like a 4, I'll go 4. I could go
Whoa.
4.5. I think it's really
Whoa.
good. I like it a lot. It's my favorite Cronenberg movie that I've seen. Yeah, I just think it's a really cool concept. It's really interesting. I love the look and feel of it. It feels gritty and grimy and gross, and
Oh,
just every
you should
effect
watch
is-
Existence then.
yeah.
That is a really gritty, grimy, gross movie. And it has Jude Law.
Yeah, okay.
Underrated.
Shout out, just quick sidebar. Watched this show Black Rabbit on Netflix with Jude Law. Really good. I liked it. It's like Ozark if you watched Ozark.
Oh, okay.
Little
He
side
sells
plug.
drugs.
No. Jude Law and Jason Bateman are brothers, and Jude Law owns a bar. And,
I think Lauren has
Jason
watched this.
Bateman gets caught up in some criminal stuff, and it's good.
Yep. Okay. All right. Bonus recommendation.
Yeah. Little pod
Black
dreams
Rabbit on
recommendation.
Netflix.
This episode's sponsored by Netflix.
All right. Well, Eric, bring us back to, to normal
This is my
Broland.
pick.
Let's go.
My
Yeah.
pick.
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's drink some beers. Let's have a good time. Let's not get too crazy. Let's get some quips. Let's get some fun.
The movie I picked for next week is from 2025. It is a movie that came out this year.
War of the Worlds.
The Ice Cube movie?
Yeah.
No, I've
Is
heard
it
that movie
Weapons?
is like, no, it's not Weapons. I've heard that War of the Worlds is like the worst movie ever made.
Yeah. I've heard that too.
And no, it's not Weapons. This movie, the director of this movie hadn't directed a movie since 2017. So it's been a while.
Been a while
Yep.
since this guy directed a picture. Okay.
Let's
Help
see
me.
how I can. So it's a Netflix movie, and it's on Netflix. So it's a Netflix production.
Okay. Okay.
It's got a 76% Rotten Tomatoes score.
Wow. That's pretty good for Netflix.
Let's see. It's a apocalyptic political thriller. It stars Rebecca Ferguson and Idris Elba.
No, I got nothing.
The plot follows a U.S. government official navigating a response for a single nuclear missile launched by an unidentified enemy.
Wow. All right.
The only time Netflix is on in my house is for a kids show, to be honest with you.
Yeah, me
I don't
too.
know the last time.
Honestly, I watched this Jude Law show and I was like, I never watched Netflix. I only have it because people in my house watch it, but I never. And I was like, I gotta check this out. So, movie's called A House of Dynamite. It's directed by Catherine Bigelow.
Oh, there we
okay.
go.
Directed.
Let's go, bro.
Academy Award winner.
She's an Oscar winner. Yeah. Yeah, and
Explosions and dudes.
It's a political thriller.
Violence. Hell yeah.
About
figuring
nuclear
stuff
missiles.
out. Problem solving, working together.
I've heard
Love
mixed
it.
things about it, but I think it was, a highly anticipated movie. Apparently, you guys had never heard of it.
Literally the first I've heard of this in my life.
It'll be.
That's
I haven't
great.
watched it yet, so.
I was
either.
hoping it wasn't going to be Electric State. I don't know if you guys have seen that one.
That's the Russo brothers movie?
Yeah, that one was trash.
Yeah, Netflix doesn't have a great track record with their original pictures.
It's slop, and even all the kids shows. There's just so many god awful kids shows on her. You're like, wait, they paid for this? What is this? Little Angel?
But yeah, I think this was originally hopeful to be like an Oscar movie. I don't think it's going to turn out to be that, but.
Oh, interesting.
Oscar bait.
Yeah. It just came out like October 24th, like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, hot off the presses.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Look at us. We're being current.
Yeah.
House of Dynamite. Okay.
A House of Dynamite. Yeah.
No, Catherine Bigelow's great. I love Strange Days. I love Hurt Locker. Love Zero Dark 30. Rewatched that a few months ago. It's so good.
Yeah.
Near Dark.
Near Dark. That's a classic.
It's got good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't even mentioned her best movie, which is Point Break.
I didn't know that was her.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
good job.
You can
Sorry,
really
Catherine.
tell
I'm sorry, Catherine. My bad.
James because she was married to James Cameron, right? You can tell that James Cameron kind of, I don't know who influenced who. Maybe James Cameron stole shit from her. I don't know, but there's definitely a vibe with both of them.
What if Avatar was her idea? He's just been sitting on it. Oh man, brutal.
Yeah,
she lost it in the divorce.
Yeah. We got a new Avatar movie coming out too. My kids are actually excited about that.
They're a good time. They're kind of forgettable, but it's fun when you're in the theater.
Yeah. She was watching the second Avatar movie, and I hadn't seen it since I saw it in the theater. That movie looks like a fucking cartoon. It just, I don't know if it's the Disney Plus of it, but it just looks like a cartoon.
Well, it's all CGI, every inch of it.
Yeah.
And it probably looks worse on the screen than it does when you're in the theater.
I thought it
probably
looked really bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a movie that, if you're not seeing it in the original technological ideal, then it's going to be not as good. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Yeah, House of Dynamite, Netflix. Watch it and.
Not House of Cards on Netflix.
No. A House of Dynamite.
A House of Dynamite.
Yeah, and just make sure, here's a public service announcement. Every once in a while you're taking a shower, just look down, make sure you don't have a vagina growing in your stomach. Just, check yourself out there.
It's fine if it's in the normal spot, though. Don't freak out.
Well,
what do I do if there is one?
Call Eric.
There's a cream. I'm sure there's a cream for that you can turn your TV off.
No, I want to stick my gun in there for some reason.
Yes. Yeah. And have your hand wrapped in whatever the goo that. All right. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time.
Bye.